Hey everybody, just got another one for you. This one is currently in the process of possibly being traded off. Um, I won't tell you which knife it is that I'm going to be trading it for, but this is one of my Benchmade limiteds um, that I was planning on selling just about as soon as I got it, but just because I'm not a big serration fan. This is the AFCK limited edition CPM M4. It's number 168 of 250. G10 scales, very nice texturing that Benchmade made with those. As you guys can see, it's kind of like a weave type material pattern. It's got good grip to it, not overly aggressive. Let's see here, full flow through design. Those liners are milled out very well. This is a very light knife. It actually shocked me when I took it out of the box. I was like, wow, that thing is incredibly light in comparison to what I thought it would be, like my Benchmade Onslaught. But this thing's just really, really light. Let's see here. It's This is an old production. I can't remember the gentleman's name who originally decided to come and design the AFCK. I do remember that he is an ex-SEAL, I believe. Either that or else he was part of some special forces group. But when he designed this knife, he made a very good knife. I mean, this thing just fits the hands very comfortably. The very first time I got one of these things in my hand, I was just like, wow, I need to get one. Originally I was supposed to get one from PRS Player, and considering my situation, I ended up having to back out of it because he had been holding it for 2 weeks for me. And it was a plain edge version, and I feel real sorry about that, bud. Like I said, I really did not mean to do it, and as you can see, I'm trying to get rid of mine that I have. It's a very good knife. I haven't used it, just like most of my knives, as you guys know. I'm more of a collector than a user. I do have my particular users that I use all the time, but some knives you can't really use, at least, you know, unless of course if you decide to go on a binge of just cutting stuff up. I don't know. Whereas I could use some fairly decent cheapos, and they could get the job done just as well. This thing would be mainly, I would consider it mainly as basically something that you would need to defend your life with. I wouldn't use this thing around the house. I would more or less use a military for that, or something that's a fixed blade for, you know, cutting up like apples and stuff like that. But something like this you just don't want to do, especially a limited production. These things do go for a high-end price. Let's get back on to some more details. The pocket clip is ambidextrous, both tip up, tip down. It does have the access lock, and it flips out very easily. That's the one time I've actually done that. But I knew right off the bat that this thing flips open really well, just because it's got a very good detent. And usually when you get a detent like that, you can flip it out really good, just because of the fact that it provides some traction just before you actually get to the part. But once you get to there, I mean, this thing is just, as you guys can see, I mean, it's just light. And once you release it, I gotta be careful here because I already cut myself once with this thing, but it just drops. So very smooth action knife, you know, very fast to deployment. The only problems that I didn't really like was kind of, you know, the nothing fancy thing with the whole tip up part. You know, the whole fact that they could get that thing up there a lot higher than they did, and it could go a lot deeper into the pocket. The choil on this thing is really nice. It fits the hand perfectly. You also have another choil up here for, you know, more detailed work. Let's see here. What else did I want to talk about? I can't remember. I love the blade sweep. That thing is, wow, I think I just cut myself. It's really sharp. The sweep of the belly is really nice. I like the whole Spidey hole idea that Benchmade did with it. I really prefer the Spidey hole over thumb lugs or just regular, you know, fingernail access points to pull out knives. But this thing is just an excellent knife as far as being a defensive knife. It's excellent. As for household chores, I don't know. You could probably use it really well for like cutting up stuff, but I wouldn't want to. I would take maybe one of the older ones and go ahead and use that. To give you guys this blade comparison, this is my skirmish full size. Just kind of give you an idea of that blade thickness. And for future reference, I'm just going to go ahead and use my skirmish as kind of a reference towards everything so that you guys know, because I don't really know anybody that doesn't know the skirmish. Plus it's one of my favorite blades. So as far as thickness, there's the blade length. You guys could see that. And then the handle length. To end up beating the full-size skirmish, it's got about an extra 1/4 inch there. So you guys probably would, I mean, most people would probably want to change that pocket clip to a tip down, just because they probably wouldn't want this sitting there scratching stuff up. And you know, I can do it either way. I'm not as bad as Nothing Fancy. I'm able to do tip up or tip down when trying to pull out my pocket knife and getting it out fast and deploying it fast. I've practiced that multiple times with my military. The access lock does provide so that you can do the, you know, access flip and everything else like that. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys just so that, you know, in case if I have to show this video to the person who's buying it, that this thing has hardly been dented on the actual lockup pin right there. So the one flip that I did do, I did for you guys, and just an all-around great knife. I'm really sad that I'm gonna have to let it go, but for the knife that I'll be trading it up towards is something that I really want. And considering this guy had you know, those serrations, if it didn't have serrations, there was probably no way that I would have let this go, but since it does, gotta let her go. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I've got a couple more that I'll be doing here tonight, so keep your eye out for those ones as well. Alright, thanks guys, bye, have a good night.